There you go, Carpheadbangers. Beaming live, the Erics Carp Championship 2015.
Island, aren't we? We've got from the end of Island through to Knights. I'm going to have to land just short there, aren't I? That's obviously where the weed is. So if I just trim them down to 5 foot.
Yeah, because that's about 20 yards, isn't it?
I think Joe and Phil are deciding they're going to throw a zig over where them fish are showing. Problem is they don't want to disturb the area too much, because obviously there's quite a few fish showing and there's a weed bed.
That's the line into that.
So in effect they don't want it to scare too much of the fish away.
6 foot.
No, they're just going to throw a couple of singles out.
I think it'd be on surface, mate. 6 foot then.
Well, we'll just put them on the edge of the weed bed and leave them long and see how we go, and then if not we'll just chuck one in just on that corner there. I know that Wayne doesn't scream across, "Oi, that's my water." What distance?
Well, it flattens off on the next to the weed, doesn't it?
That's a good cast, that. Well done.
Form to it. It'll be a good cast if it rips off.
That's a good analogy. You know what they're doing, they've had plenty of years fishing, haven't they? So yeah, well, this is it, it's all personal as well, isn't it? I could say this is the best thing since I've bred, and you can go, that's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. That's what fishing's all about, isn't it?
Well, it's all set now.
And I'll give them a red one.
Well, the Nash Tackle and Bait boys are definitely starting to make decisions now. It's no use sitting on your laurels and waiting for things to happen.
They suck sharp.
But they've got, we think they've either come out or they've gone to the fight. They can't fix that. Really? They weren't.
Looks positive. He's not happy. If you're not happy, you've got to redo it.
Not happy, we drew with Blackburn last night.
Did you?
0-0.
Well, Phil, Barry and Joe Wubble are part of the Nash Tackle and Bait team, which they've managed to win in the Erics Carp Championship, the team event. Now lying in 3rd place. Once again he's putting his rig out. Well, there it goes. Now that does look good to me. Yeah, that was a nice one, that.
I think they moved out the weed
setting his bobbins now. Making sure the tension on the line for the zig is correctly in place.
That's it for the shield on, isn't it? That's it.
4 ounce lead on.
Right. Well,
Because I want the lead to dump.
yeah,
So if you have that too slack, for whatever reason, of drifting weed,
yeah.
it'll go like that. Sorry.
Put your
It'll
alarm
go
on.
like that. So you think you've got a pick up, but you've not.
Yeah.
But you want that slack enough so that the fish can run and lose the lead. And
Right,
it's up in
okay.
the water then,
So
isn't
having
it?
it too tight stops that then?
If you're having it too tight, it
Yeah.
prevents lead coming off, it prevents
Right.
the tail rubber coming off.
Well, that's a good tip. Well done.
But then if you have it too slack, you'll get beeps as it
Yeah, and it's got
bait
the,
runner clicks.
yeah. Well,
I'll put the baits in the wrong side pocket every time.
so we'll be putting some freebies out. Just casting out a zig. Don't get in his way yet. There it goes. Hi boys,
Alright,
you okay?
yeah. Don't film us in this mess.
Why? That's part of fishing. You can't say things like that. Don't try and start being elitist now, buddy.
Yeah.
How's it going anyway?
Just the one.
Just the one. Well, something to build up on, isn't it?
Yeah, at least we've had summit.
Yeah.
It was a nice looking fish.
Mirror or common?
Mirror. It was like big apple scale slices and
Yeah.
starburst. Yeah, nice fish.
How have you been fishing your swim then, Jack?
Well, chopping and changing quite a lot. Zigs in the Dane mainly, and on the bottom at night, little chod rigs and stuff like that.
What did you catch your fish on?
Chod.
Chod rig?
Lou
yeah?
caught.
You
Yeah.
caught it, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
about
How far out was the chod?
1 o'clock last night. About 90 yards out.
Right, very good.
But we've never really fished this lake that much. So at the
Right.
moment we're chopping and changing till
Yeah.
we find something that maybe works.
Well, this is where you've got to put your preparation in, Lewis.
Yeah,
So you're not actually... the problem is it's a decent sized lake and you really need to spend some time in it
yeah.
to really fully understand
Yeah.
what you've
Our
got to do.
watercraft.
We've
was
come
quite-
up and
Yeah.
looked round a few times.
Sorry about that.
we've come up and looked around. We just
Yeah.
haven't had the time to. Well, the time we came up to fish it, the weed boat was out cutting, so
Right, okay.
there's lots of floating weed around and it was
And
pushing
things
the
change
fish
from
around a
day to
lot.
day when that gets done, isn't
Yeah, I know. So we went over to Raysbury
it? Yeah.
because we got the other final in 2 weeks. So
Right, which is the BCAC, is it?
yeah, so we went to practice for that one.
Mm.
It's getting to the point where we're thinking, go big or go home. We've spotted quite a big area of bait out in the
Yeah.
middle. We're going to put a couple of rods on that tonight and hope we get a group of fish
Yeah.
that move through.
Well, if you've got nothing to hold them in front of you, you're obviously
I know.
going to create that area.
I think
No weed
the
or
worst
anything.
the worst thing about this spot is that all the fish at the moment are holding up in the weed and snags,
Yeah.
and we've got nothing
Well,
out
that's where
there.
the food source is, isn't it?
Yeah. So we're just trying to hope we catch fish as they move through, rather than it being in a holding area, which
Mm.
it's not ideal, but we've got to see what happens.
Stacked of fish over there.
Right.
So many fish over there. See him taking him by the island.
There's loads of fish there,
Where that
isn't
bird's going mad.
Yeah. The grebe. Well, it's just about waiting now, Carpheadbangers. Traps are set. Nothing worse than waiting, is they, boys?
It's going to be a long 24 hours.
I'm telling you. I'm sure it'll come good for you, boys. Just a matter of time, being a bit more patient. Just want to know something, Carpheadbangers? Doesn't matter how many times I go round this lake, you just don't get bored. And yes, we've got a competition to look at. in the Erics Carp Championships. Well, I think we need to get round to see Phil Sainty and Adam Snowden, because they've moved up the leaderboard to 4th place. How you doing, guys?
Hey Phil, how are you doing?
Well, you're moving up the pecking order, slowly.
Very slowly. It's just not happening at the moment, mate.
No.
He says as Phil as a bee.
That's what it's about, isn't it? Now we needed to just move up.
It was quite late-ish on yesterday when it started happening.
Right. Into the camera now, Phil.
Sorry, mate.
Well, it's nice that you got a few on the board.
Yeah, definitely.
Didn't happen till when?
7 o'clock last night.
Right,
7
okay.
o'clock, wasn't it?
So hopefully they'll come back.
Well, you should do.
Better do.
Well, the end game's when the horn goes, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah, we're only just over halfway through, aren't we? So.
I don't think there's much happening at the minute, is there?
You're not seeing much in front of you now?
There was earlier on one, well,
Yeah.
last night and early morning.
Early morning. I thought we should have had one really, shouldn't we?
Well, this is Adam Snowden, Carpheadbangers, and Phil Sainty. They're in now 4th position in the Erics Carp Championships, with 2 fish, weighing a total of, what is it then, Adam?
3 fish now.
Oh, 3 fish, I've missed one.
Yeah.
I've been asleep since then, boys.
I don't know what we're on,
3
mate.
fish.
50 something.
Right, so you're still holding 4th position then,
Yeah,
aren't
still
you?
in, well, unless anything's happened recently.
Right. So what's been the tactic in your swim? And why did you pick your swim?
Because it was
We've
fish
seen
here.
quite a few
there was
fish
fish
here,
here,
haven't we, to be fair? I think a few people thought we were a bit mad picking this one,
Where
really.
did you come out of the draw?
Oh, 7, 8, something like that.
Can't really remember.
7th or 8th, yeah. Where was it in your choice peg?
Mid-table, really,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
mid-table.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, there were swims we'd rather have had, but
Yeah.
there was swims we'd much rather.
Unfortunately, decisions are made on how you come out of the draw, aren't they? So that's why you have your 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th choice pegs, isn't it? So you can only do what you can do within your choice of the time, innit? So
That's it.
The thing is, I've never been down here before, and if you see fish, you've got to follow your instincts.
Yeah, well, that's
all
what we
about
always
finding
do,
fish,
isn't
isn't
it?
it? That's the most first port of call, isn't it?
Yeah,
So what's been approach in relation to bait and oh, you're part of the sticky baits thing, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
all 3 have been different, really, haven't
Yeah,
they,
they
to
have,
be
yeah.
honest? It's
Yeah.
been 3 different spots, 3 different rods, 3 different
Right.
tactics. It's
So what tactics are you using then, Adam?
we've got zigs out at the minute, but we haven't caught on them yet.
Everyone seems to be using the zigs at the minute.
Yeah,
I'm going to change the bottom bait in the night.
yeah, probably.
Yesterday we had one on a pop-up, one on wafter,
One
and
on
you
a
have
snowman.
on a snowman, so all 3 different
All
tactics.
3
Yeah,
on
right,
different
okay.
All of a
things.
krill, really.
Well, that's good, really, because you've got the options there which you're working.
Yeah, just little
Just a matter
traps,
of getting
really.
the fish in the swim now, isn't it?
Picking sort of one off at a time,
The
aren't
bad
we?
thing was,
Oops, another bleep. Same rod. Played your traps, and it's just a case of waiting now, isn't it, boys?
yeah, I think we need to redo them.
Yeah, we'll probably change something shortly.
Hour or
These
so.
zigs aren't doing anything at the minute, so.
Yeah. There's only so much time you can wait on your ladders, though, isn't it,
Yeah,
before you need
that's
to
the
make a
thing.
change.
Yeah.
It's
But
like
most-
on a normal session, you kind of get yourself sorted and
You
think
can wait, can't
it's
you,
going to
for a bit?
happen, and sometimes it does. Where you can't do that on these things. If it's
No.
not happening, you have to change something and try and make something happen.
Right.
So we'll see.
Yeah, time to wait. We'll soon find
I
out
think
what's
it'll
gonna
be this
happen.
evening again, don't you? Like yesterday, hopefully.
Still
Fingers
sneak on before
crossed.
this one.
Well, the problem is, even if you're in competition, it's, you know, as much as we like to see action after action, it just doesn't work like that sometimes, does it?
Not on
You know what I
venues
mean?
like this where it's all split up and they can
Yeah.
move about. And
It's an even venue, really, in
It is.
relation
It's
to a
good,
competition.
good for a final.
It's
Yeah.
a really, really good venue for it. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Good for us older ones who don't like speed fishing all the time.
Non-stop
Well-
for 48 hours, no
Yeah, it's
sleep.
Not for me. That
24
I don't
cans of
think I
Red
could do
Bull.
a Drayton or anything like that, to be
No, I
fair.
don't think we could. to
Now
be
I've just
fair.
said 21. It's getting a bit old for it.
Yeah.
Big paper round.
So what bait are you using then?
Krill.
The krill?
Yeah. Surface baits.
Oh, just the-
Krill's in there.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Well, you couldn't use anything else, really, could you?
No. Nothing better to use, to be fair.
Well, it's
think
doing
all
well.
three
You're in
have been on
first and
different
fourth
baits.
position in relation
Yeah.
to the stick because you're
First and
part of
second last night, wasn't it?
the- Well, that's it.
Top 2 was like, here we go.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I knew
so
it
the
wasn't.
final update last night was
That's a little
the
bit of
sticky
a-
lads first and second, weren't we?
It's backing each other up, isn't it? In relation to the bait
Try.
being used. It's good stuff. Chris Holmes,
Stuck in a tree.
BCAC champion, Stuck in a tree. Not really a position you want to be at this time of the competition.
I'll tell you what, I'm worried about this leg.
Well, it's gone.
Yeah. At least they stayed in the tree.
Yeah, at least they stayed in the tree, that was the main thing. He's got all his line off. Back, I should say.
We haven't seen a fish in this swim, so not too much.
I believe it's been pretty difficult for you boys.
Oh mate, you know, when you got a lineup like we got in the final this year, you come that late in a draw, you haven't really got much left.
Was it third to last or
Second to last, yeah. We didn't go in next to Billy and Jamie because of the England team stuff.
Right.
We just thought, you know, if they've got an opportunity to do alright out of there, putting us in there with them could stop that opportunity. So we thought we'd come in Ramp Bay. Ramp Bay can do fish, but since we've been here, we've seen one fish.
Well, in competition fishing, there is tactical decisions regarding when anglers pick certain pegs you don't want to really be.
Of course, yeah. We didn't want to, you know, Bill and Jay, we're fishing with them on the Ebro and we've got those things going on, but it's just a case of, well, these things happen, you know, you work so hard for it, you've got so much anticipation, you arrive at the draw of the final, bang, there we go, second to last in a final of the who's of carp match fishing, and you always know that whatever happens, those are the 14 people that come out before us know where to fish, which is why nobody ended up in Ramp Bay.
Yeah.
But we'll still fish as hard as we always do.
Sometimes you get moved to places because of the way you come out the draw.
That's right, yeah. We'll maybe pick a bay fish. It'd be nice to pick a bay fish, but it's
it is a good area though, this place.
It can do, but there's none. We've seen one fish down here, and we've been watching hard.
Usually likes a strong wind for them to go in here, don't
yeah, they move down off the thing, and the wind's actually blowing out of the bay. So yeah, we'll keep going. We won't give up, that's for sure. It's always good practice. Good practice casting at the margins when you're in the tree.
What are you doing there, Neil? Looks like a 360 rig.
It is, mate. It is. Just because the bottom's there's a little bit of mush on the bottom, so we're just sort of
there's another LSC in my box.
Playing around with
So you're just taking the hook straight to the swivel?
Yeah, on the little chod swivel.
I've seen a nice variation of that.
Yeah.
Can't tell you.
LSC.
It's really nice.
No, mate, you're right.
Done slightly different, but still a 360.
That's fine, we'll do this one.
Yeah. You can do it a few ways. You can do it with a loop, you can do it with loads of different things. They're just a good rig, they do take good hold.
You do nail them, the 360s, like, don't they?
Yeah.
Those are.
The rig, it's a good rig.
I know, yeah. No. Came out second to last, mate. Yeah, we've got. Yeah, I know.
Gonna have the popper critically balanced there, Neil, or?
Yeah, literally, it'll just sit like that. So it depends on if you sit it with the amount of metal wear on there. Depends if you put a 12 or a 14, you might need a bit of putty, or you might not need anything. So that'll be up to Chris what he wants to put on it.
Oh, so you're making the rig for Chris?
I make most of the rigs.
Alright,
Chris.
okay.
I reset his rods up, tie his PVA bags up, he catches in the tree, I do it again for him. There's most things I don't do for him, Phil.
Well, that's what the partner's all for, like.
Exactly.
I can feel your frustration, Neil, because obviously
it's just frustrating, Phil. You know, we're here, you know, we worked hard to get here.
Yeah.
And it's like anything, it's just the luck of the draw every time. We know that, but you know, we've done well on other draws, but if it's our time to have a few bad ones, you can't do anything, can you? Like
no, I appreciate that, but I think where the positive comes into it for me as an angler is the fact that, you know, you've not just won a competition, you've been consistent in getting into the finals of many competitions.
Yeah, we're getting there now.
Your stamp in relation to being a top angler, and unfortunately it's not really a case of winning all the time.
No,
it's a case
absolutely.
of being consistent.
Yeah.
And hopefully the results
Well, we've said
come
a
your
lot.
way in the end.
Yeah,
There is a little bit of fortune in it, isn't it?
Yeah, we've said all along, you can come here, you can practice every day, learn all the spots, but there's one thing you can't practice, and that's pulling your name out of the hat every time.
Exactly.
So that's the one thing that's just, that comes down to luck, and that's it. It is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Christopher, I've got another rig for you. Well, they're the ones that the kids have been throwing. Yeah, it's the ones the kids have been throwing around. So, I don't know. What colour do you want? What colour do you want?
Had one of them. And then pinkies.
Them.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Hannah turned up last night with Lexi in the camp.
As you can tell, Chris.
Green.
Yeah. I'm Chris's bitch.
What have you been soaked then?
Bit of almond. They like a bit of almond in here.
Right. Is that the goo?
That is the go.
Called the goo?
It is called a go.
Right.
Yep. You can't knock it if it works. It works.
No,
How is it?
it is good stuff.
It is.
I don't use it as often as I'd like, to be fair, but I have used it and I've had some good results with it.
For the match fishing, it's really good. You can get, just that bit of tempting that bite a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
A bit more of attraction either than in the bags or the baits.
Well, that's the most important thing, the attraction, isn't it? I like soaking my white pop-ups in it.
Sorry, Phil?
It's okay, I like soaking my pop-ups in the almond goo.
Yeah, see, I've got all loads of them in there.
I tell you what, it's not smell-o-vision Carpheadbangers, but ooh, I tell you what, that's fishy.
That's the Vindigo. That's the squid one.
Squid one. Ooh, it's got a tip to it, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's just helps, isn't it? Like I say, if we're all tempting for a bite, every little bit helps.
By the way, congratulations on being selected for England.
Yeah, thanks very much, Phil. It's one of those things that you can take your hobby so far, and that's an ultimate light,
Isn't it?
Yeah, to be asked was just it's a dream come true. You think all the hard work that we put into the matches, to actually be asked to represent your country was it's a dream come true, really. I just hope, obviously, when we finish, we've got another final next week, and hopefully when we finish that, we literally finish on the Sunday. Sorry,
it's okay.
We finish on the Sunday, and then go out for a practice on the Ebro, and then literally from there come back and then practice, and then we've got beginning of October the 4th to the 7th. Brad, you been nicking my lighter? Okay. See, considering I'm not a smoker, they all nick my lighter. Brad, you got a light? Done.
It looks lovely.
All tied up, ready?
Isn't it? Superb.
Yeah. Chris, here we go. Put that one back in another tree.
Alright. Looking busy here.
Hey? Could be busier. Could be better.
You like them off the top here? Oh, that's not good. Losing 4 fish?
Hey?
Losing 4 fish is valuable.
2 valuable. Kind of everything.
Bet you know that.
It's all gone wrong. Well, carry on.
Wow. Another person's loss is another man's gain. Hello guys. How you all doing?
Alright, yeah, good,
Well, you're creeping up the leaderboard, aren't you?
Yeah, we're trying.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, we're trying.
But it's gone a bit quiet today, hasn't it?
Has it gone quiet everywhere?
Yes. Everyone's really just scratching their heads, trying to find a way to find catfish.
Yeah.
Sit on your hands is the best way.
Well, one way of looking at it. But anyway, at least you're having a bit of fun, nice bit of social.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, had a lovely time.
Yeah. So how's it working in the swim then, boys?
It is and it isn't.
Right. Did you get your fish in the night or in the night? So okay.
Yeah, we had near on double. We had one at 4:30. A little comment from the left-hand side. Then we had like a double take about 7:30.
Right.
We just netted one, and then my rod ripped off. So I did £13, like a koi, I think it's on the website.
Yeah.
And then I had a £23 mirror from basically halfway between here and the islands.
Oh right, halfway between here and the islands, yeah. It's good. Well, last year it was about them islands.
Yeah.
Left and right. Right on it. But there was a bit more weed then than what there is now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We looked at a bit of your footage last night just to try and get a...
Was it informative enough?
Yes, of course it was, yeah. Very informative.
Well, I'm actually surprised that everyone's used it as a reference from last year and have got quite a bit of information, so I'm really humbled about that, to be fair.
To be fair, we're northern anglers.
Yeah.
We qualify from Hardwick. So there's been northern anglers that ain't on our doorstep, so
Yeah.
we've got to come down. It gives us limited opportunity to come down.
Yeah.
So when we did come down, we didn't fish, we just walked around talking to everybody, talked to the bailiffs, got as much information as we could. But then at home, I was watching the Carpheadbangers videos and get as much information as I could, because obviously...
See where people are casting.
Yeah.
And
Well,
even
the
yesterday...
problem is there's a lot of anglers who can live round the Oxford area. So in effect it's more to their advantage on the basis of it's more of a local water. For some, not all. But the ones who live further away, you can't exactly come down here every other day or every other week because it's very expensive to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're really relying on your good angling skills to maximise your opportunity as the competition goes along. Obviously you can only do so much in relation to practice and get as much information as you can, but well, all credit to you. At the end of the day, I understand it's a little bit more difficult than other anglers might have, you know what I mean? But
it's the same thing, what goes around comes around.
You're holding your own,
really.
that's the main thing. You know what I mean? You're doing a good job.
Of course.
Fifth place.
Fifth place.
Another fish.
That's the
You're
plan.
in the top 4.
That's the plan. We've got our 3 spots and we've got one in the back there. So we're allowed to fish the rear of the swim this year.
So you're not like some swims are obviously fishing on the bottom in the night and doing the floaters at the top.
We've tried the floaters.
Not having any success, no.
Bit of interest.
You get them feeding, a couple feed, and then
people are saying you cast them and then they're just moving to another spot, and then you move to the other spot and they'll move back onto the same spot.
You're chasing them around.
We've had that all morning. So.
They're really just not in the mood.
No. Can we switch that off?
Well, it's raining, Carpheadbangers. I'm sitting underneath the bibby. Well, I'm not getting wet.
What you got on there? I don't know where they are. These are the babies.
What are they?
Big carp, fruit bomb salmon, fluoro pop-ups.
Alright, do you make them, do you?
No. The boss man.
Oh, you the boss man?
This is John Llewellyn, who owns the company.
Alright, didn't know that. How do you do, John?
Sorry?
How do you do?
Nice to meet you, mate. Yeah, that was all made in our little factory. Everything's all handmade.
Right, okay, that's interesting. Let's have a look. Yeah. Well, I think I'll keep hold of them. Oh,
Yeah, we've been doing it long. We've been doing it for nearly 25 years. But
25 years?
Yeah, but we've been trading in France and Italy.
Oh,
so
right.
We're not so well, even though we manufacture in the UK, we haven't been selling in the UK until this year.
Right.
So we're just sort of starting out. We started in January.
Okay, well, it's about getting
These two
yourself...
guys are our top competition team.
Right, well, they're doing a good job so far.
They certainly are.
Just a little bit more effort, guys.
Yeah, a bit more effort, guys. Come on.
Especially with the pressure of the boss here.
Yeah,
as well.
it might be bonuses. You might get 2 tubs of pop-ups.
Hang on.
Oh, it's all fun in here, Carpheadbangers. What are you doing there, Lee?
What I'm using is it's a blowback rig with a little pop-up on it.
Right, okay.
So it's critically balanced with that shot.
Yeah.
Big carp pop-up, and he makes these so we have the BB shot, and they're perfect with the hook, and the BB shot will go down slowly. Right. So any weed.
So it's it's critically balanced and it's slow and slowly down.
Yeah. So any weed, it can sit.
Just sits on top of it
right
nicely.
on top of it. Like
Yeah, that's good.
Obviously mixed with a bit of foam around the hook.
Some people are using longer hook lengths because of the weed issue. So in effect, you want to really make sure they've got that settled on the bed properly, you know.
Exactly. That's why you have your little kicker on as well. So it's like just pulls it away, and then it should go slowly.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah. Well, it's caught your fish, hasn't it?
That's what we've been catching on.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Obviously, we've just put a bit of rig foam on.
Yeah, just to protect the hook.
Yeah, just to protect the hook. Just fold it over once.
Very good.
That's it.
Yeah.
And obviously, that'll sit up like that.
Yeah, it will do.
And then when it melts, then it comes. Hopefully, perfect.
So it's definitely stiff enough to kick it out that way.
Yeah. Just
sometimes when it goes up and it sits up high, it actually drops.
Yeah, exactly. That's stiff enough to kick that out. Yeah. And then you see there, I've just split.
Yeah.
Just above the shot.
Yeah.
Split the braid, so it just.
Yeah.
Sinks like that. So it does.
Looks good.
In essence, it sits like that. When it's on the floor.
Okay, thanks very much. You're going to put that out now, are you? We'll see you until later.
Saving it for later.
You're under pressure, you're not sure that's what it is, isn't it?
Oh, well, a little bit.
Thanks for that.
No, you're welcome.